Tracking errors in the OR. It's a new push in Wisconsin to keep patients safe.
But a bill to put cameras in operating rooms is facing pushback.
The I-Team's Courtney Garish investigates if this is the best way to make surgery safer. Courtney.
George and Carol, it's round 2 for this bill. Last session, it didn't make it out of committee, but the lawmaker behind the surgical black box says she's in it for the long haul to protect patients.
Married almost 55 years, Dennis Vollrath lost his wife Judy 2 months ago. He feels her death was ultimately caused by a mistake a surgeon made 16 years ago.
She lost all of her quality of life.
Judy had what was supposed to be a routine surgery on her large intestine back in 2001.
That's when things went bad, really bad.
Dennis tells us what followed were numerous trips to the ER, more surgeries, and endless hospital stays.
She was in such pain that she went into convulsions. I couldn't do anything.
Dennis says he couldn't get any answers.
It's an absolute brick wall. You cannot find out.
So you wish, looking back, that you had that camera in the operating room?
Well, it would have given me something to work with.
The surgical black box bill would give patients in Wisconsin that option.
I do believe that this is the future of our medical records.
Representative Christine Sinicki drafted the bill. It lets any patient make a request for their surgery to be recorded, which would then be a permanent part of their medical records.
This is not about going after bad doctors or malpractice. It's just a way for families to actually get some closure and get some answers.
More than 200,000 Americans die each year from medical errors. 40% of those errors happen in the OR. But according to a government agency that helps improve patient care, Wisconsin was the top state in 2016 for quality health care. The Wisconsin Hospital Association says our state is on the right track and doesn't feel this bill would improve patient safety. Quote, WHA has a strong commitment to transparency in health care and does not believe cameras in the operating room would add to that commitment to transparency, and even worse, will create distractions for the patient care team.
We can make surgery safer.
Canadian surgeon Dr. Teodor Grantcharov believes in cameras in the OR, but only as a teaching tool.
Our goal is to change the way we practice surgery.
In 2014, he started a pilot study at a Toronto hospital where all procedures by one group of surgeons were recorded and then evaluated.
The group of surgeons who received video feedback performed significantly better, and we were able to reduce the number of errors with 50%.
Dr. Grantcharov says changes to create a system that's open and transparent have to come from within the surgical profession.
Keep in mind the end goal of it, which is to improve patient safety, not to create a new industry of malpractice litigation.
She gave up. She was in so much pain.
Dennis still doesn't have any answers when it comes to his wife. Her official cause of death was complications from an infection. He hopes there's a future for this bill so other families are not left in the dark.
Dr. Grantcharov's OR Black Box program is in several Toronto hospitals, and it's expanding, which will include a hospital in New York City sometime this year. And one issue he brought up with patients having access to recordings is privacy for the surgical team.
That's a good question. I mean, are there any privacy issues with the Wisconsin bill?
Well, according to Representative Sinicki, she told us it was carefully drafted and recordings in the OR would be subject to federal HIPAA laws, just the same as medical records. Next steps for the bill, it's being referred to a committee, and Sinicki hopes to get it assigned a hearing. She believes the bill is eventually going to pass. She did say, though, she thinks it's going to take some time.
Good idea, though. You can see. Thank you very much, Courtney.